Tyler was the king of the schoolyard. He stood tall, with a swagger that commanded attention. His sharp jawline and piercing gaze made him look like a mini celebrity. But beneath the surface, he was a master manipulator. Tyler loved to pick on those he deemed weak. He'd mock their clothes, their hair, or their interests. His favorite targets were kids who were already struggling to fit in. He'd make fun of their accents, their families, or their hobbies. One day, Tyler set his sights on a quiet kid named Max. Max was a bookworm who kept to himself. He loved science fiction and fantasy novels, and his favorite hobby was writing short stories. Tyler saw Max as the perfect target. Tyler started small, making snide comments about Max's clothes or his hair. But soon, he escalated to pushing Max around, knocking books out of his hands, and calling him names. Max tried to ignore him, but it was hard. The other kids in school seemed to either join in or stand by, watching as Tyler bullied Max. Some even laughed along, thinking it was funny. But Max didn't find it funny. He felt alone, scared, and humiliated. One day, Max had had enough. He decided to stand up for himself. He wrote a powerful story about a hero who fought back against the villains. He shared it with his classmates, and they were inspired. Slowly, the tide began to turn. Kids started to see Tyler for what he was, a bully. They began to stand up to him, to refuse to laugh at his jokes, and to support Max. Tyler, realizing he was losing his grip on the schoolyard, became more aggressive. But it was too late. The kids had had enough. They reported him to the teachers, and Tyler faced consequences for his actions. Max, on the other hand, found his voice. He continued to write, and his stories inspired others. He became known as the kid who stood up to the bully and won. The story spread, a reminder that kindness, empathy, and courage can overcome even the toughest challenges. Tyler learned a valuable lesson about the power of words and actions. He began to make amends, apologizing to Max and others he had hurt.